Hello and welcome. You're tuned into Market Fatafat on ET Now. I'm Shrishti Sharma and with me Cheryl D'Souza, and this is the show where in the next 30 minutes we will be highlighting all the counters that are buzzing either on the back of the news flow or on the back of the technicals. But before that, let's have a look at what the markets are up to. So Cheryl, Nifty sitting comfortably above that 20,000 mark, and we can see a sea of green across the screen.
Absolutely. A very good afternoon to you, Shrishti. And yes, it's a brand new avatar of Market Fatafat. But for the next 30 minutes, we will take you through all the stocks that are moving in trade, like Shrishti mentioned. And yes, the markets are on a fine footing in today's trading session. We've surpassed the 20,000 mark when it comes to the Nifty, yes. And this is the first time since September that we have actually crossed that coveted mark. Talking about Nifty Bank, surpassed 44,000. You have the broader markets that have hit a fresh record high level as well in today's trading session. Talking about the advanced decline ratio, pretty much neck to neck coming in for the advanced decline ratio. And you have all the sectors that are in the positive territory, barring the realty sector, which is seeing a 0.5% downtick, as well as media sector that is actually subdued in today's trading session. But on the whole, like the way how Shrishti mentioned, we are actually firmly above the 20,000 for Nifty. And not just Nifty today, Shrishti, you also have gold that's shining bright in trade.
Well, yes, absolutely. That's how the markets are panning out at this point in time. But with this, let me welcome on board Forum Trader on the technical side, and on to the research side. We are being joined by Ankita. But let's get started with all the counters that are buzzing. And first up, let's have a look at what Aster DM is doing right now, because this particular counter is showing stellar moves after the company and the board approves the sale of their GCC entities to Alpha GCC Holdings for $1 billion deal. And Alpha GCC will be owned by the promoters and the promoter group of the Indian arm, wherein Pager Capital Advisors will be infusing the fund in the shareholding of 35 to 65 in the ratio, and 35% of the capital will be put in by the promoters. So promoters will be taking the charge of their India business as well as their GCC business, but in the listed entity only be the India business. What was the rationale behind this restructuring as per the promoters? So they say that they were not getting the fair value in terms of what the valuation the other peers were getting. So this kind of value unlocking was indeed necessary to get that value for the business. Other than that, what they're saying that the kind of a fund that the Aster DM listed entity will be getting for their India business, they will be looking out to infuse some growth capital in their India business as well as reward their shareholders. So board is still discussing that how the company will utilize the funds, but definitely on the back of expectations that the minority shareholders will also get some kind of a special bonus or dividends in the times ahead. This stock is definitely buzzing and seeing a gains of 17% as of now.
All right, moving on, Forum, good afternoon, and let's talk about the first stock that you can talk about, and that's Go Fashions. How is this one looking on the charts to you? Do you think now the prospects are looking brighter for this one? Because given the fact that for the last 6 months, the only sort of gains we've seen in this counter is just about 18% or so.
Well, good afternoon and thank you for having me on the show. Well, to talk about Go Fashions or Go Colors, the stock has seen a very good run. Now, in the past, say I would say couple of months from March lows, we have seen the stock price moving up to around 1,404. That is in the month of September. So that was nearly more than 60%. Since then, we have seen the stock price correcting, which is basically nothing but a technical, I would say, retracement, since the overall trend continues to remain up because the stock price is above the 200-day moving average. So this retracement was in a very defined or a disciplined manner, which was more like a channel. So yesterday we did see a breakout of this stock price from this following channel, and the stock price has witnessed some kind of an upward momentum. Today we can see it is retracing a little and it is retesting or approaching near the breakout level, which invites or gives us an opportunity to buy the stock. Secondly, this breakout level also coincides with a 50-day moving average, which can act as a very good support level. So thus it is advisable one can look at buying the stock at around 1280 to around 1290 levels. Stop loss can be looked around at 1270 and targets closer to around 1340 to 1350.
All right, so that's the take coming on Go Fashions. Let's move on. Let's talk about Jubilant Foodworks. And that particular counter has hit its highest levels in almost a year. November 18, 2022. That's the highest level that it is purchased at in today's trading session. Jubilant Food has informed the exchanges that its unit Jubilant Foods Netherlands has proposed to acquire entire issued and outstanding ordinary share capital in London-listed DP Eurasia, and you have MK Global as well as other brokerages that have come out with a note. While MK Global believes that they see consistent delivery in DP EuroAsia as a potential upside. However, they maintained a stance with the target price of around 380 rupees per share for Jubilant Foodworks. But the stock, as you can see, is doing cartwheels in today's trading session, trading higher by about 3% or so on back of this particular development.
Okay, so that was Jubilant Foodworks, why this counter is in focus. But moving on, Forum KSP is the counter that you have picked up. Tell us how the chart's looking like for this.
Well, KSP has also seen a very good run, but the run actually started in July and it continued till around mid-October. The stock has gained nearly 66% from 2000 levels to closer to around 3,300 levels. It had a very good run. Since then, we have seen a very steep decline, or I would say more of a correction. As per the Fibonacci retracements, it's retraced nearly 38.2%, and it also coincides with the 50-day moving average. So a retracement of 38.2% as well as a 50-day moving average also is indicating a very strong support level that was closer to around 2,800. Since then, we have seen this month the stock price has moved or improved very well, and it is now approached back to its previous high of 3,350 levels. Currently, the stock price is trading at 3,339, very close to the resistance. However, there has been some accumulation seen, and like a parabolic SAR is indicating a buy mode, which indicates an early entry can be considered at these levels. So one can consider buying the stock at current level. Stop loss should be around 3,220, and one can look for a higher target of closer to 3,600.
All right, moving on, Ankita, let's talk about PCBL, and this particular counter is in focus on back of the huge acquisition.
Well, the company has received a board approval for the acquisition of 100 stake in Aquapharm Chemicals. The board of directors of the company have approved the acquisition of 2,12,000 shares of Aquapharm Private Limited for an aggregate consideration of 3,800 crore rupees. Now, the proposed transaction, that will be financed either, through a mix of internal accruals and, through the external fundraise by the company. Then that's the word coming in from PCBL. And on the back of that, we do see the share soaring in trade. It's up 5%.
Okay, we're moving on then, and let's shift focus to Gujarat Pipavav Forum. This particular counter has also shown good moves in the past 6 months, but which are the next targets that we should be looking out for?
Well, Gujarat Pipavav was more into a consolidation from the past 2 months. In fact, it formed a top at around 143 levels in the month of September, and since then it had moved down. And it formed more like a double bottom, I would say, but more consolidating near the 100-day moving average as well as a 50-day moving average. Thereafter, the stock price didn't make an attempt to move above the previous high of 143, but it faced resistance and again it consolidated for a while. Yesterday, we did see the stock price breaking out from this broad consolidation. So it was from 120 to 140, this range has been already broken off. And currently, today, the stock price is again retesting the breakout level. So it gives a chance or an opportunity to buy the stock at current levels, and one can maintain a stop loss of around 138.70 and look for a higher target of 154. And additionally, to add on more bullishness, there is a volume. Interestingly, there are very good increase in volume, which is supporting the overall view, and the stock remains bullish.
All right, on that note, we'll slip into a break on this edition of Market Fatafat. On the other side, more stocks to discuss, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Market Fatafat on ET Now, where we are highlighting all the counters that are buzzing and shifting focus to Manappuram Finance. Then this particular counter is in focus after the analyst meet takeaways, where the company has said that on the higher risk weight for the bank credit to NBFCs, the impact of the risk-weighted assets on the standalone capital adequacy will be negligible. They expect the cost of funds to increase by 15 to 25 basis points going ahead, but the availability of the funds is actually not a challenge. They have also also given a growth guidance where the management reiterated their guidance of 20% loan growth and 20% ROE in FY24, driven by non-gold businesses, as well as for the gold loans. They have guided for 8% growth in FY24 with a focus on maintaining the yields in the range of 21 to 22%. The brokerages have also come out with a note wherein B&K Securities has maintained a buy on this one with a target price of 194 rupees, and even Morgan Stanley is quite overweight with a target price of 200 rupees a piece. And on the back of these analysts, meet takeaways and brokerage calls, this counter is seeing a good gains of around 6%.
All right, moving on, Forum, let's talk about Avenue Supermarts, or D-Mart as we all know it. How are the charts looking for this one?
Well, Avenue Supermarts yesterday did see a good upside momentum. Now, speaking about it overall, technically, the stock did make a breakout from actually a symmetrical triangle. That happened as on yesterday. The breakout was accompanied by a very good increase in volume, and the stock price is moving above multiple moving averages of 50, 100 as well as 200 days, which is indicating that the overall trend or the underlying trend continues to remain bullish. Today, we are seeing more of a consolidated move, but it does give a chance to buy the stock at current levels. Talking about another indicator like parabolic SAR, that also continues to remain in a buying mode. And from a short-term formation, the stock is forming like a higher top and higher bottom. Thus, one can look at buying the stock at current levels, maintain a stop loss below the levels of 3,804 and target of closer to around 4,000 to 4,050.
All right, moving on then, let's talk about Munjal Auto, and that particular counter has hit its highest level since January 2018. Why such a sharp move that this stock actually saw in initial hours of trading sessions is the fact that they informed the exchanges that they've received the income tax rectification order, and with that the tax amount is now reduced to mere 70 lakh rupees. This as against 401 crore rupees earlier. This was for the assessment year 2022-23. So on back of the fact that they got a revised rectification order coming in from the income tax, which is of a much lower amount, you can see the stock actually now trading higher by about 5% or so.
Okay, moving on, let's shift focus to Birla Corporation. Forum, this is the counter on your radar. Has hit a 52-week high, but not very far from its all-time high levels. So are you spotting those levels and looking forward to those?
Expecting some continuation of an upside momentum. Well, particularly this stock has consolidated from the past 2 to 3 months, and it had been moving in a very, I would say, a narrow range of around 10%. The lower side was 1,160 and on the higher side was 1,330. So we saw this good upside momentum yesterday, a breakout from this pattern of consolidated range, and the stock price gave a very strong closing. Along with that, there was a very good increase in volume. In the past couple of days, we haven't seen that kind of a volume coming into this particular stock. And secondly, the stock price did see move up higher. We saw some profit booking happening from a short-term perspective, and stock is currently very close to its yesterday's closing price. So one can look at buying 50% at current levels, adding more at closer to a level of 1,330, maintain a stop loss below the levels of 1,299, and look for a higher target of closer to around 1,450.
All right, moving on, Ankita, let's talk about BHEL, a high flyer in trade today.
That's correct. BHEL is, flying high in the trade session today because of two reasons. First is that BHEL, they have signed a memorandum of cooperation with Electricité de France, which is a state-owned French company, to explore the content of Jetapur nuclear power plant that is set up, by the Nuclear Power Corporation of India. Now, this power plant in Maharashtra is a light water reactor and a collaboration between the Indian and the French government. It has a capacity of 9.6 gigawatts and aims to provide electricity to 70 million households. Also, the Ministry of Defence has signed a contract with the company, for the procurement of some 16 odd upgraded super rapid gun mounts along with associated equipments and accessories for the Indian Navy under, the buy category at a total cost of 2,956 crores. And on the back of this news flow, BHEL is, soaring in trade. It's up 4.4%.
All right, moving on, let's talk about the bumper listing of the day, and that has to be IREDA because that particular counter saw a spectacular listing. As you can see, at the day's highest point coming in for this particular counter, and now the company is valued in excess of about $1.86 billion. Remember, IREDA actually listed in the Borsa, on the bourses today, and it listed at a healthy premium of around 50% or so. It is listed at a price of 50 rupees per share. This against the IPO price of around 32 rupees per share. This week will be very crucial when it comes to all the debuts on the D Street. Tomorrow you will have Tata Tech also that will be that will make its debut on D Street. So watch out for all of these counters in red, as you can see it on your screen, at the day's highest point.
Okay, moving on, let's shift focus to Grasim then. Forum, what exactly on the charts are you looking at for Grasim?
Well, Grasim, if we have to look into it from a very 1 to 2 month perspective, the stock actually had formed a top at around 2,224, and post that we saw quite a big correction, a very steep decline. But before that, in August, the stock price had actually taken support at around 1750 levels, which also was a 100-day moving average. And from there, we have seen a very good consistent upmove. But this steep correction, what we saw in the month of October, indicated there is some concerns in this particular counter. However, it took support at a 100-day moving average and again saw a very nice gradual upmove. Yesterday, or rather actually today, the stock price is breaking out from this downward sloping trend line, and which is indicating a buy in this particular stock. As far as the trend is concerned, the stock continues to remain above multiple important moving averages, indicating that the stock trend is complete in a bullish trend. Secondly, volumes are increasing gradually, which is indicating more of an accumulation. And as far as an indicator like RSI is concerned, it is currently breaking out from a downward sloping trend line, which is also adding bullishness to the stock. So one can consider buying the stock at around 1970, stop loss of around 1978, and one can look for a target of closer to 2050.
Okay, thank you so much, Forum. With this, it signs up on the edition of Market Farafat. Thank you so much, Forum, as well as Ankita, for joining us today and highlighting all the counters that are buzzing. But with this, it's a goodbye from me and Cheryl and the entire team who put the show together. Thank you so much for watching.